Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is August 22nd, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have a big breaking news, red alert. The Air Force braces for Red Dragon missile warning. Disperses operation across small bases. Seriously, Red Dragon missile warnings? As tension with the Red Dragon apparently rise, the Sleeping Giant Air Force is advancing its Agile Combat Employment ACE strategy, dispersing operation across smaller remote bases to avoid potential missile strike on major airfields in the Pacific. Now, the Air Force Chief of Staff General Davis said, if we're going to need to operate from those sites, having active defenses will certainly help against a warning of a large number of missiles. It says here the strategy includes exercises like Bamboo Eagle to refine operation, but challenges in securing and commanding these scattered bases remain. We're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, this is a big breaking news coming out. It's coming out from the Defense News. They putting out their information. Last night, I posted a video. Very important video. The Red Dragon is furious with the U.S. You guys know the U.S., the New York Times, released a very important, supposedly secret document that reveals back in March, the leader of this land has put out the prepare for nuclear war, getting forces ready against major powerhouse like the Red Dragon, China, Russia, and North K. So the Red Dragon responded and said, you guys really asking for biblical war, aren't you? So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Things are looking really hot nowadays. And we've seen that this information is breaking news right now. And Air Force braces for Red Dragon missile warnings. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us a letter or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Give me a second. Let me just pull up this information. Here we go. The Air Force is making progress on preparing, just like that, preparing a network of dispersed bases and airfields across the Pacific in case of a biblical war against the Red Dragon, the service top general said Wednesday, but must do more to defend those bases against strikes. I would feel more confident if we had a more robust, active base defense to safeguard those smaller operating locations that would be used under a concept called the ACE or ACE. Once again, the Air Force Chief of Staff General said in a round table with reporters at the Pentagon. So if we are going to need to operate from those sites, having active defenses would certainly help against a warning of a large number of missiles incoming. The Air Force fears that if a biblical war breaks out in the Pacific, the Red Dragon could send a huge amount of missiles against the Sleeping Giant, larger, more traditional regional air bases in Japan and Guam. Such events could seriously degrade or knock out the Air Force's ability to launch aircraft in the Pacific. Now, to counter that, the Air Force has developed the ACE, which will spread out air operation to a variety of smaller operating locations in the region. Some of those ACE locations could be civilian airports or austere bases set up in the fields with rough airfields. And they will be run by smaller teams of multi-capable airmen trained to do several jobs like fueling aircraft or providing security instead of just one specialty. Basically, they're getting ready for WW3. This is again, that's what it is. They're getting ready, and it it takes time to get all this prepared. Even the 4-5, he's talking about building a iron dome to protect against incoming missiles. So you have Alvin said that the service is succeeding at fine tuning how ACE will work in the field and training airmen how to conduct such operation. He pointed to the Bamboo Eagle exercise that took place at multiple sites in the Pacific and Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada earlier this month. Under that exercise, expeditionary units train on ways to operate in a simulated, contested battle space and practice getting in and out of smaller bases set up in hub and spoke style under ACE. Bamboo Eagle also gave commands of participating wings, including the 9th Reconnaissance Wing from Beale Air Force Base in California and the 23rd Wing from Moody Air Force Base in Georgia, practice exercising command and control over units spread out to those multiple field bases without the subordinate group structure the Air Force typically uses, Alvin said. It was really fascinating, and I think it gave me some more encouragement that we are on the right path, Alvin said. We have a long way to go, but we are developing facilities and infrastructure to be able to support larger scale mission readiness, and we are putting our wings together to be able to command and control and align for this type of readiness. They're getting ready. This is the Pacific. Sleeping Giant is all over the place. It says here, but while spreading bases out might make it harder for the Red Dragon to conduct mass missile strike or other strike, it will not eliminate such a warning. Now, Alvin said that the Air Force is working with the Army on ways to counter those strikes. They, the Army, are pursuing some things specifically with us to support ACE. Now, Alvin declined to specify with countermeasures are in the works, but said he wanted capability that would defend against ballistic or other objects. Alvin acknowledged that since ACE would entail large number of smaller bases, it may not be feasible for each base to have its own missile defense. So such defenses would need to be able to move around to where they are most needed at any given time, he said. If we can't have them at every space, we want to be able to decide where to place them, Alvin said, which means they need to be mobile and not to be fixed. He said he was less concerned about the warning from small swarming drones, since they may not have the range to cross large swaths of the Pacific Ocean to reach their targets. Drones is like something like the New Deal, and that's what they use nowadays in these biblical wars, drones. And tried and true strategies to confuse the enemy by planting fake targets in the field could still help defend ACE bases, Alvin said. The old school things of camouflage, concealment, and deception are still alive and well. We just need to upgrade them to a 21st century context. They don't know if that's a real thing or fake thing. Should I spend a missile on it? Should I spend 5 missile on it? Mm. As the as the Air Force makes those decoy plans, Alvin said it needs to find the right balance between making them believable and making them affordable. The service could make a fake target so believable it's essentially indistinguishable from the real thing, he said. But it might be so expensive it defeats the purpose of a decoy. Passive defenses against cyber and electronic warfare strike are also an important part of safeguarding ACE bases, Alvin said. Dispersing operation through ACE also creates some command and control challenges the services needs to work through, now Alvin said. In some cases, during a conflict, an aircraft might have to land at a different base that it took off from. Knowing where that alternate base might be, having better access to the primary parts, to the munition, to the fuel, all those sorts of things happen with a more robust command and control. Teaching airmen to be able to do multiple jobs on the deployment will be a critical part of the ACE concept, and the service is adopting its training structure to do so. New recruits going through basic military training are already learning how to tackle multiple responsibility. And for already existing airmen, Alvin said, the Air Force is looking at fold training on multiple jobs into professional military education. Alvin said that during his Bamboo Eagle observation, he saw airmen are already adopting to these new responsibilities. They are flat getting after it, Alvin said, of airmen working under the ACE concept. They are quickly understanding the situation. They are innovating like nobody's business. But I would like to be able to reduce the risk of them by improving base defenses. Alright, so that's where we are right now, guys. Some very important updates here. US Air Force eyes missile defense for dispersed bases in Red Dragon fight. Looking for basically, I wouldn't say an Iron Dome, but they need something because the Red Dragon has some very powerful stuff. And these stuff, you need some very powerful missile defense system. And I guess that's what they are planning, building some kind of barrier or a defense shield. Give me a second. There we go. So Air Force braces for Red Dragon missile warning. Disperses operation across small bases. And I heard something about a secret meeting has taken place today. Yes. You have someone very important from Taiwan came to the White House. Secret meeting. I'm going to have to make a video of that, guys. But this is where we are right now. So you have multiple land preparing. You have Persia, they're preparing. They're closing airspace and all that, putting out a NOTAM. They're getting stuff ready. Again, we are seeing nation preparing for a huge biblical war. Even the Sleeping Giant has sent almost 1/3 of their ships to the Mid-East. And a nuclear power sub is almost there too. So we are seeing all this preparation, guys. The Red Dragon, I guarantee the Red Dragon is going to respond to this one here. They are not pleased that the Sleeping Giants just keep bringing up their name. But again, this is where we are right now, guys. I'm going to keep it updated. Air Force braces for Red Dragon missile warning. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.